Which is crazy because you're here, and to be told you're number one in America,
Wow.
you somehow you can't evaluate the two.
Billy, it's so amazing to see you. I've known you a very long time. I was just trying to think. About 35 years, because I went to the same school as your gorgeous daughter.
It's a shame because I tell everyone I'm 25 years old. So that's really,
so that scuppers that.
You messed everything up for me now.
Oh, no, it's lovely memories, and it's so lovely to have you on
Good to
Smooth.
see you again.
Thank you so much. All those lovely years ago. Listen, can you believe it's been 40 years since your album suddenly was launched? Just tell us, I mean, how does that make you feel?
Old.
No, not old, not old. It must be an amazing...
No, it makes me feel good in the fact that... Maybe me feel good, number one, achievement. I met some of the nicest people ever, especially with the record company. And Clive Calder, Jive Records, lovely introduction to my worldwide introduction, basically.
Absolutely.
Before that, most of the things I did was basically in Europe, England and Europe. On meeting Jive, I was able to go further, do more, make better music. And here I am.
It's incredible. And just to celebrate that, you're reissuing on vinyl, suddenly, the album, aren't you?
That's right.
To mark the 40th anniversary.
That's right.
Was that your idea?
No, I wish it was, then I'd release them all. But no, that was the record company's idea, thank God. And it is a good album, I think. I like to think it's a good album. It still represents what I'm doing right now, because a lot of the songs on the album I do in my show, things like Suddenly, Love Boy,
wonderful,
Caribbean Queen, etc., etc.
Well, it propelled you, didn't it, onto the main stage, really, the album, to new heights, Billy.
Well, it got me to America.
It did.
I think that is every musician's dream, really, to be successful in America. Yeah. And because of the album, that's what it did. It gave me a chance to work with American musicians, give me a chance to work in American studios, give me a chance to, live in America for a while. Yeah, all good.
Yeah, Caribbean Queen went to #1 in America.
That's right.
What was that day like when you found that out?
Which was crazy because you're here, and to be told you're #1 in America, you somehow you can't evaluate the two. You can't. It's like madness. And then you get there and you do what you have to do, and it's good. It's encouraging.
It's very good, and you won a Grammy for that as well.
Yes, I did.
What an accolade that is as well. I mean, Caribbean Queen, I love all of your music, of course I do. And it's a real Smooth favourite, Caribbean Queen.
Thank you.
I'm often dancing around the studio to Caribbean Queen. I am. But do you know what I didn't know? That you initially brought out different versions of European Queen, African Queen. So what was that all about? Why did you do that?
It was really a marketing strategy that the record company had. Clive Calder, who was the head of the company, said, "Billy, you should record Caribbean Queen, African Queen," and it was easy to sort of slot those words into the music, and it worked.
It's a great fact that I did not know. Right. So many wonderful songs over the years.
Thank you.
Have you got a favourite that you love to perform?
It sounds crazy, right? I love being in the studio. I enjoy working in the studio. I enjoy writing. I enjoy, there's nothing more, gratifying than to go into the studio with the song you've written and putting a good vocal on it and, coming out with something that is appreciated by the record company and then, the public at large, basically. So for me, as far as I'm concerned, I enjoy singing all of them because why not? Not necessarily because I do, but because the public love them. So that's what I'm there for. Yeah,
and you're still loving performing. You're so busy.
Yeah,
so
I am very busy.
Because of launching or relaunching this album suddenly and on vinyl to mark this anniversary, you're at a few festivals, the Rewinds.
Yeah, well, festivals.
Great.
From say about March to August is festival time for me, and I was in I can't remember where I was last week.
So, too busy, Billy.
I know. Next week I'm in Henley.
Yes,
and that's the end of my festival season.
Right.
Until I start back again. Abroad, basically, America, Europe, wherever I'm taken.
Because then you're going on tour. Because it's September the 13th. I think I'm right in saying that you're launching or relaunching the album, and then you're off you've got your headline tour in North America?
Yes, that's right.
Wow. Exciting.
Don't ask me where, but I know I'm going there. I'm going to America.
Is there a lot of...
But then again, I don't need to know because, I'm taken there and I do what I have to do, so I don't need to walk around in my head.
You're just very chilled out, aren't you? But, I mean, I guess there's a lot of preparation, though, for you, is there? I mean, and how do you feel about travelling nowadays?
That's probably the hardest part of the travelling and the early mornings, having to catch a plane 7 in the morning or 6:30 in the morning because it's economically it's cheaper to catch. I don't know how these people work, but I accommodate it and I go and do it because at the end of the day, I know I'm benefiting from it, so I do it.
Yeah, but you are happy doing what you've always done. You're still. Yeah. Will there be a day? Do you think that you go? Do you know what? I just like to relax for a bit.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes the thought crosses my mind, but then I think, what am I going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what am I going to do? And number two, I say, as long as I'm getting the invitations, I will accommodate it.
Yeah,
basically.
Wonderful.
And it helps. It does help. I mean, I've got grandchildren and things, etc., etc. In order to sort of help finance their education, that to me, that's the most important thing for my kids.
I love that.
My kids and my grandchildren, education is very important.
You've always been a wonderful family man.
I try to be.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm the best, but
I think you
try.
are. Is he?
I do try.
Sorry.
I know my daughter says, she say no, he's not.
I know. I
beg to differ, but no, I try.
No, you are wonderful. I know that I've read in the past that you've taken time out when you're touring just to kind of breathe and kind of regroup. And
well, it's almost like trying to get the balance, isn't it? Because our business is a very selfish business. You're writing, you're recording, so sometimes you got to take time out and sort of think about the kids and the wife and the family and even yourself, to be honest with you.
Of course. Well, listen, Billy, all the best with everything. Thank you so much for talking to us. Good luck with this new album, this anniversary relaunch.
Thank you.
Absolutely thrilled. And also your touring and your last festival next week.
Thank you very much.